A woman currently trapped between two walls in an apartment complex in Southwest Columbia Street right here in downtown Portland. Crews have been working for the past 2 hours or so to set her free. Let's take you there live. KOIN Local 6 reporter Brent Weisberg at the scene. Brent, you've been watching all of this take place. What's the very latest?
Chad, good morning. We are at 12th and Columbia. This is the Gretchen Conforti Commons right now. I'm going to step out of the way here and we can show you this live picture. Right now we kind of have a lull in all the action. Things are starting to calm down right now, but this situation is very fluid according to firefighters. What they did about 5 minutes ago, and you saw it here live, they were able to cut a hole in the wall. They were able to pull out, this is basically a square in this concrete here, and they were able to pull that concrete out and get better access to this woman who is trapped in between two walls here at 12th and Columbia. This woman has been trapped. As you can see this picture of her, new video of her that is taken. It shows that she is standing upright in between these two walls. Very precarious position right now. Firefighters tell us that she is talking with them. They are blasting heat down to her. They have also thrown down some very light blankets trying to keep her warm. We understand that neighbors heard her crying out for help early this morning around 3:40. They say that they called 911 when the first police officer got here. We talked with him and he said that he could not believe what he was seeing, this woman trapped in between these two walls. We talked with firefighters who immediately called out their urban search and rescue team. These are the type of equipment and personnel that they would use in an earthquake situation. So they have their jackhammers out here right now. They have ropes and ladders right now dangling over the woman, trying to secure her. We talked with firefighters about this rescue operation.
From the top, we can look down and see her, and she's conscious and talking to us. She's obviously very agitated, pretty cold. It's a cold night out. Unknown how long she was wedged in there before firefighters got the call, but we got the call about 3:46, and we've been here working ever since.
And as I mentioned, that woman right now is still talking to firefighters. We have a kind of a break in the action down inside this garage here at the Gretchen Conforti Commons right now. Firefighters tell me that they are having to basically make up this rescue operation as it unfolds right now. Their first plan of action was to cut a hole into the concrete wall here so they could get better access to the woman. You can also see that they have this black tubing. It kind of looks like a large hose right now. We are told that they put that there so they were able to basically take out all the sawdust and all the debris that was flying out at this woman as firefighters were cutting this hole. We also know that they are putting some air oxygen down in there, and you can see that they have some wood right there. They are just trying to secure this wall to make sure that in the worst case scenario, nothing else happens to this woman and that she is safe right there. Again, firefighters say that they are talking to her and communicating with her throughout this entire rescue operation. Live in Southwest Portland this morning, I'm Brent Weisberg, KOIN Local 6.
Brent, I would imagine they're working to pull her through the holes that they've cut in the wall, not actually try and attempt to lift her vertically out. Is that correct?
Well, that's something we asked firefighters, and they said that they don't even know how they are going to rescue this woman yet. They said that because this situation is so fluid, they are taking this second by second for them. So that's what we saw them, and actually that's what they're doing right now. They're kind of meeting right now, trying to formulate their rescue plan to get this woman. But yeah, we would have to assume that this is the most logical way to get this woman out from the wall here is simply to pull her out. But we do know that firefighters are on top of the building here, the two buildings here, looking down at her, talking to her, and they have put some crews out there just in case they need to go in and get her.
And that video we saw of her, was that taken looking down into where she is, or was it almost looked like it was from, you know, maybe parallel from where she was? How was that captured?
Yeah, if we can play that video again, I can kind of walk you through it. That was taken at street level. Basically, it was a very small crack that one of the photographers were able to put a camera lens. We were not actually able to get our huge camera, so it basically looks like a cell phone video. It was a very small crack. It is street level. You are looking parallel to the woman, so that is that image. We tried to get an image from up top. We went inside one woman's apartment and we were looking down on the rescue operation. and we were not able to see this woman, but through this parallel view, we were able to see her. And as you just saw in that video, she was alert, talking with firefighters, moving, very cold. This rescue operation started around 3:50 this morning, and here we are already past 6:30, and this rescue operation continues. And you can hear behind me, they are now starting up their jackhammers again, trying to make more cuts into this wall to get access to this woman. Chad, we'll send it back to you.
All right, yeah, jackhammers and saws and a whole lot of other tools Portland police using there. All right, Brent, thank you very much. We'll, of course, stay with this story.
It was an amazing rescue caught on camera. Firefighters freed a woman trapped for hours between a brick wall and a building in a space only 8 inches wide. Welcome to KOIN Local 6 at noon. I'm Amy Troy. Thanks for joining us. It was simply unbelievable, and we shared the rescue with you live just after 7:30 this morning. A special team of firefighters used heavy-duty saws to cut through the cinder block wall and free the woman as her husband watched nearby. KOIN Local 6 reporter Brent Weisberg was there. Brent, how is the woman doing this noon?
Amy, good afternoon. She is at the hospital right now at OHSU. Firefighters have not released her name. I'm going to step out of the way and we can show you this is where she was trapped, and this is where firefighters had to cut her free.
Apparently she's stuck between these two walls.
She's kind of wedged in there. From the top, we can look down and see her, and she's conscious and talking to us.
With the temperature barely above freezing,
It's a cold night out.
more than 25 firefighters threw up ladders, dropped down ropes, and did everything they could
So at this point, the plan is they're going to breach holes in 4 corners.
to free a woman trapped between 2 walls.
She's wedged in a really tight spot.
The woman somehow fell from the roof. She dropped some 10 to 12 feet and had less than a foot of wiggle room.
I saw her when her head was still sticking up.
Michael Gibb heard the woman crying for help around 3:30 this morning.
She just kept saying, "Help, I'm stuck, help, somebody help me, I'm stuck."
I hear her screaming.
Other neighbors watched from their high-rise apartments as firefighters cut into the concrete wall.
And those are tools specially designed to breach these kinds of walls.
As the blades ripped through the wall, the woman's husband stood by watching as every second ticked by.
We just assured her that we were doing everything we could to get her out, and we were going to get out as soon as possible.
It took more than 3 hours.
She had that look of determination, and I think we were all pretty convinced, no matter what, she was coming out that way.
But finally, using soap and water, the woman used her own strength to push herself free and onto a stretcher into the arms of her husband.
When she got to about that last foot, and she looked over and she just said, "I'm coming out."
Again, that woman is at the hospital this noon. Firefighters say she is in fair condition, but at this point they have not released her name. Reporting live in Southwest Portland, I'm Brent Weisberg, KOIN Local 6.